In the past weeks, I implemented SSL pinning in the Flutter code base, the Android app, and I spoke to Kanish since he's leading the backend part. And my project is overlapping with him in the API and the admin part. So we have decided that I will do all of the SSL thing in the app, and Kanish will do all of the SSL thing in the backend. So he's currently looking into the SSL key generation as well as certificate generation, and we'll be writing a script so that whenever we are setting up the backend and the API, a certificate will automatically be generated and will be put into the Flutter code base. And whenever you build the APK, the app will automatically be configured to get the responses from the certified server only. Moreover, all of my previous PRs have been merged regarding the encryption thing. All of the chat encryption, the key generation, key storage, etc. are working fine. And with SSL pinning in place, all of the server Git and all of the requests are certified now. And the only thing remaining in my project is the key transfer. Like the only thing that I need to implement is whenever the user searches for another user for the chat, they will need to fetch the public key of the another user from the server. That's the only thing remaining. Otherwise, all of the extra things have been done in my GSoC project.
All right. So we're going to be using SSL pinning, but I want to understand how are we getting around the issue of having the private keys in the code base of the server itself, right? Because SSL pinning, from what I understand, is that you hard code a key into the app, right? So how do we? Is this going to be a problem in where we're going to have to either compile a new app every time for every new organization, and then they have to reuse the APK, or is it going to be some other methodology? How does that work?
Yeah, so all of the applications that are currently on Play Store, like all of the famous messaging applications,
Right.
they do exactly the same thing whenever there is a change on the server, or whenever there is some time after the certificate has been generated, let's say 1 month, they need to regenerate the certificate. And whenever the certificate is regenerated, the only way to get it to the user is to make them update the app. So you put the certificate in the APK and then send it to them, or get them to somehow update the APK. And then the app will get the new certificate and go through it. So currently we will be doing that only. And I spoke to the mentors and we have decided that for now it is fine, because like the issue that you are saying, that for multiple organizations it will be a problem. But currently we don't really have a solution for that. And once all of this fits into place and all of the encryption thing is working, maybe we can look into it on how to proceed further for multiple organizations or make the SSL pinning.
Okay, all right. I think that should work for now. We're going to have this, as long as we have the documentation as to how the app is going to be downloaded initially and how it's going to be just generally updated, that would be a good thing. Is there a way, for example, in which once the organization has downloaded and installed the app, that when the update needs to be done, it can be done from the original source or from the organization itself through the API rather than going through an app store? Because we may not necessarily have an app store.
I actually thought about that. Like, since we already have a certificate in place, what we can do is whenever there is a certificate update, we can send the certificate via the API and make the app use the new certificate instead of the previous one. So I will look into it. The current and the most used implementation of this SSL certificate is getting it into the resources and getting it compiled while in the compilation time. But I will look into it on how to have a dynamic SSL certificate that can be used in an already existing app instead of getting it compiled every time. And as I spoke to the mentors, the idea was like since we are implementing the encryption for the first time and from scratch, our aim is to get the things working for the first time, and maybe then we can build upon them.
Okay, that's reasonable. All right, thank you very much, Ravi. Does anybody else have any questions on this?